Hi, I'm Caspian, and I never thought I'd raise kids again at 60 years old, but life has a funny way of changing your plans. It was a Tuesday morning when my daughter Rebecca showed up at my door with her two little ones, Emma, who was 5, and Lucas, just 3 years old. I remember opening the door and seeing her mascara running down her face. "Dad, I need your help," she said, practically shoving the kids inside. "Just for a few weeks. I can't do this anymore. I need a break." I knelt down to Emma's level. "Hey there, sweetheart. You remember Grandpa?" Emma nodded, clutching a stuffed rabbit. "Rebecca, what's going on?" I asked, standing back up. "I just told you. I need time to figure things out. My life is falling apart, and I can't handle being a mom right now." "Where's their father?" "Gone. Left us 6 months ago. Dad, please, just a few weeks." I looked at those two scared little faces. "Okay, but we need to talk about this properly. Come inside." "I can't. I have to go. I'll call you." She was already backing toward her car. "Rebecca, wait." But she was gone. That was 10 years ago. She never called. For a decade, I raised Emma and Lucas. I taught them to ride bikes, helped with homework, attended every school play and parent-teacher conference. I cashed in my retirement to make sure they had everything they needed. Then last month, she showed up again. I was making breakfast when the doorbell rang. Emma, now 15, answered it. "Mom?" I heard her say, her voice full of shock. I rushed to the door. There stood Rebecca, 40 pounds lighter, designer clothes, perfect hair. "Hi, baby girl." Rebecca tried to hug Emma, who stepped back. "What are you doing here?" I asked. "I came for my children, Dad. I'm ready to be a mother again." Lucas, 13 now, appeared behind me. "Who is that?" "That's your mother," I said quietly. Rebecca's smile faltered. "Lucas, honey, you've gotten so big." "I don't know you," Lucas said. "Rebecca, we need to talk. Kids, go upstairs." Once they were gone, I turned to her. "You can't just waltz back in after 10 years. They're my children, Dad. Legally, I have every right. You abandoned them! You disappeared! I was going through a rough time, but I'm better now. I'm getting married, and my fiancé wants us to be a family." "A family? You don't even know them." "That doesn't matter. They're mine. I want them back by Friday." "That's insane. Rebecca, they don't even remember you." She pulled out her phone. "Give me my kids, or I'm calling the police and reporting you for kidnapping." My blood ran cold. "Kidnapping? You left them here." "Did I? Where's the paperwork, Dad? Where's the custody agreement? Looks to me like you just kept my children from me for 10 years. I have emails, letters. I tried to reach you hundreds of times." "Prove it. Friday, Dad, or I'm filing a police report." She left, slamming the door behind her. I stood there, shaking. Emma came back downstairs. "Grandpa, are we really going to have to live with her?" I pulled her into a hug. "Not if I can help it, sweetheart. Not if I can help it." The next morning, I sat in Martha Cole's law office. She was the best family attorney in town, and right now, I needed the best. "So, let me get this straight," Martha said, leaning forward. "Your daughter abandoned her children with you 10 years ago, and now she's threatening to accuse you of kidnapping? That's exactly what's happening. Do you have any documentation? Anything showing she left them voluntarily?" I pulled out a thick folder. "I have emails I sent her. Letters I mailed to her last known address, all returned unopened. I have school records showing I'm listed as the guardian, medical records with my signature." Martha flipped through them. "This is good, really good. Did you ever try to formalize custody?" "I tried. I filed for emergency custody 2 years after she left. The court granted it because she couldn't be located." "Even better. So you do have legal custody?" "Temporary emergency custody that became permanent when she didn't contest it." "Caspian, she doesn't have a leg to stand on. But I need to know, what do the kids want?" "They want to stay with me. Emma doesn't even remember her. Lucas was 3 when she left." "We'll need their testimony." "How old are they now?" "Emma's 15, Lucas is 13. Old enough for the court to consider their preferences seriously. Let me make some calls." That evening, Detective Sarah Chen came to my house. Rebecca had actually filed a police report. "Mr. Caspian, I'm Detective Chen. I need to ask you some questions about your grandchildren." Emma and Lucas sat on the couch, nervous. "Of course, Detective. What do you need to know?" "Your daughter claims you've been keeping her children from her against her will. Is that true?" "Absolutely not. She abandoned them here 10 years ago and never came back." "Can anyone verify that?" Emma spoke up. "I can. I remember the day she left. I was 5. She said she'd be back in a few weeks." Detective Chen looked at her gently. "And did she ever come back?" "Not until last month," Lucas added. "I don't even know who she is." "Do you want to live with your mother?" the detective asked. "No," they said in unison. Emma continued, Grandpa raised us. He's our parent. She's a stranger. I showed Detective Chen my documentation. She examined everything carefully. Mr. Caspian, do you have the court order granting you custody? I handed it to her. Her expression changed as she read it. This changes everything. You have legal custody. Your daughter's report is false. What happens now? I asked. I'll be having a conversation with Rebecca. Filing a false police report is a crime. She could face charges. I just want my grandkids safe. They are safe. With you, I'll make sure of it. After she left, Martha called me. Caspian, I did some digging. Want to know why Rebecca really wants the kids back? Tell me. She's marrying Richard Thornton, the Thornton family. Old money, very traditional. Apparently, Richard wants a ready-made family, and Rebecca sees the kids as her ticket to his fortune. She wants to use them? Exactly. She's been telling his family she's been a devoted mother, just separated from her kids due to unfortunate circumstances. She needs them to complete her lie. That's sick. That's our case. We're going to destroy her in court. The confrontation came faster than expected. 2 days later, Rebecca showed up with a patrol officer. That's him, she shouted, pointing at me. He has my children. The officer looked uncomfortable. Sir, I need you to come with me. Hold on, Detective Chen appeared behind them. Officer Morrison, stand down. I'm already investigating this case. Detective Chen, what's going on? This man has legal custody of these children. Miss Rebecca here filed a false report. Rebecca's face went white. That's not true. He kept my kids from me. Detective Chen pulled out her notepad. Really? Because according to court records, you were served notice of the custody hearing 10 years ago. You never responded. You never contested it. The court granted Mr. Caspian full legal custody. I never got any notice. We have proof of service to 3 different addresses, all confirmed delivered. I stepped forward. Rebecca, why are you really here? Because they're my children. No, Emma said, coming outside. We're not. Legally, Grandpa is our guardian. You're just the woman who gave birth to us and left. Rebecca turned to her. Emma, honey, I was sick. I needed help. For 10 years? You couldn't pick up a phone? Lucas joined his sister. Grandpa showed us the emails he sent you. Hundreds of them. You never responded to one. I was in a bad place, Detective Chen interrupted. Miss Rebecca, I've spoken to your fiancé's family. They were very surprised to learn you haven't seen your children in a decade. Rebecca's face crumbled. You had no right. I had every right. You filed a false police report. That's a crime. Martha pulled up in her car. Sorry I'm late. I was filing our restraining order. Restraining order? Rebecca gasped. Against you, Martha said calmly. You've been harassing my client and his grandchildren. The court granted it an hour ago. You need to stay at least 500 feet away from them. You can't do this! We already did, I said, and we're pressing charges for the false police report. Officer Morrison looked at Detective Chen. Should I arrest her? Not yet. Miss Rebecca, you need to come to the station for questioning. This is insane! They're poisoning my children against me. Emma laughed bitterly. You did that yourself when you abandoned us. Rebecca looked at me desperately. Dad, please don't do this. I'm your daughter. And they're my grandchildren. I chose them over you the day you left them on my doorstep. I'm choosing them now. Richard's family will never accept me without the kids. Then I guess you should have thought about that before you left them. Detective Chen took Rebecca's arm. Let's go. We have a lot to discuss. As they drove away, I put my arms around Emma and Lucas. It's over. Are you sure? Lucas asked. I'm sure. 2 weeks later, we sat in Judge Harrison's chambers. It wasn't a big courtroom, just a conference room where Martha said we'd finalize everything. Judge Harrison looked over his glasses at Rebecca. Miss Rebecca, do you understand why you're here? Yes, Your Honor. Your father has filed for permanent custody of your children. You filed a counterclaim. Let's start with you. Why do you want custody now after 10 years? Rebecca's lawyer, a young public defender who looked miserable, spoke up. Your Honor, my client has rehabilitated herself and wants to reunite with her children. Miss Rebecca, I asked you directly. Why now? Rebecca shifted in her seat. I'm getting married. I want my children to be part of my new life. I see. And where have you been for the past 10 years? I was dealing with personal issues. Judge Harrison looked at Detective Chen's report. It says here you never responded to custody notices, never paid child support, never attempted contact. Is that correct? I didn't know how to reach them. Martha stood. Your Honor, that's demonstrably false. We have evidence Mr. Caspian sent 247 emails to her account over 10 years. Not one was returned as undeliverable. Is this true? The judge asked. Rebecca's lawyer whispered to her. She nodded miserably. Your Honor, I'd like to call Emma to testify, Martha said. Emma came forward, poised and calm. Emma, how old are you? Judge Harrison asked gently. 15, Your Honor. Do you remember your mother? Barely. I remember the day she left. She said she'd come back. She didn't. Do you want to live with her now? No, Your Honor. Grandpa is my parent. He raised me. She's a stranger. Even if I ordered it? You can order it, but you can't make me want it. She left us. She doesn't get to come back when it's convenient. Judge Harrison nodded. Thank you, Emma. Lucas? Lucas came forward next, smaller but just as determined. Lucas, do you know who Rebecca is? She's the lady who gave birth to me, but Grandpa is my dad. He's the one who taught me to ride a bike and helped me with math and came to my baseball games. Do you want to live with Rebecca? No, sir, I don't even know her. The judge looked at Rebecca. Do you have anything to say? They're confused. If they just spent time with me, they're not confused, the judge said firmly. They're clear about what they want, and frankly, so am I. Mr. Caspian, you're granted full permanent custody. Miss Rebecca, your parental rights are terminated. Rebecca gasped. You can't. I just did. Furthermore, Detective Chen has recommended charges be filed against you for making a false police report. The DA's office will be in touch. After the hearing, we gathered in Martha's office for a celebration. You did it, Martha said, pouring sparkling cider for the kids. Full custody, permanent. She can't touch you. Emma hugged me. We're safe now? Completely safe. Lucas raised his glass. To Grandpa, the best dad we could ask for. Martha's phone rang. She answered, then smiled. That was the DA. Rebecca just accepted a plea deal. 1 year probation, mandatory counseling, and she has to pay restitution for your legal fees. How much restitution? I asked. All of it. Every penny you spent defending yourself. What about her engagement? Martha's smile widened. Oh, that's the best part. Richard Thornton's family found out everything. The engagement's off. Apparently, lying about being a devoted mother didn't sit well with them. Detective Chen called me that evening. Mr. Caspian, I wanted to let you know Rebecca tried to contact Emma on social media. She's violated the restraining order. What happens now? She'll face additional charges. I've also recommended the court make the restraining order permanent. Thank you, Detective, for everything. Those kids are lucky to have you. You did the right thing, every step of the way. That night, I sat with Emma and Lucas in our living room. Grandpa? Emma asked. Did you ever think about giving up when she first left us? Honestly, for about 5 minutes. Then I looked at you two and knew I couldn't. You needed me. We still need you, Lucas said, and I still need you both. You're not just my grandkids. You're my purpose. My joy. Emma smiled. She thought she could just take us back like we were toys she'd left in storage. Some people think children are accessories to their lives, I said. But you two are the center of mine, and no one, not her, not anyone, is going to change that. Looking back now, I realized this wasn't about revenge. It was about justice. It was about 2 kids who deserved stability and love, and a grandfather who refused to let them down. Rebecca wanted to use Emma and Lucas as props in her new life. Instead, she lost everything: her children, her fiancé, her reputation, and her freedom. Sometimes karma doesn't need your help. It just needs you to stand your ground. Have you ever had to fight to protect the people you love from someone who should have been protecting them instead? What would you have done in my situation? Like and subscribe for more stories about people who refused to be victims and fought back the right way.